Grand Rising, everybody. Joseph Hennessy. The name of the channel is The Children. Trying to find star seeds, light workers, empaths, rainbow warriors, part of the Hopi Indian prophecy to raise up and help fix Mother Gaia for the children, which fixes it for us. So I'm on a mission to fix it for the kids. So I just wanted to share a little story. On the way down here, I have a lot of great podcasts by myself that never come to fruition because I can never remember anything. But I was walking down the path, come down here, and I thought I could hear a hummingbird. So if you know anything about a hummingbird, the male hummingbirds, to attract females, will go straight up in the air and they dive bomb down, I believe at like 55 or 60 miles an hour, and their feathers make a chirping sound. And it sounds like they're chirping out of their beak, but it's coming from their wings. It's a mating ritual. So I heard that, and I looked around, I looked to my right, and about 5 seconds later he flies into a tree and lands. So he was letting me know that he was there, and that happens to me over and over and over again. Signs and synchronicities even come from hummingbirds, where I'll be riding my bike and they'll be hovering right in front of me as I'm riding. I see them everywhere I go. So I know that I'm on my spiritual path and spiritual journey because the hummingbird is my spiritual guide. See them everywhere. And they are the most incredible bird, I believe, out there. Maybe other than a bald eagle. So I just wanted to make a short video today because I do believe that we do live in a matrix, third dimension, a low frequency planet. So yesterday I was dancing in front of the church on El Camino, not bothering anybody, just doing my thing. And I had all 6 of my signs out, which reference child trafficking and human trafficking and all the trillions of dollars your kids are in debt. And I wasn't bothering anybody, and I used the church's steps to prop up my signs. I thought they would have no problem with what I was doing, but evidently somebody did. So when I was dancing, I happened to look up and I seen an older lady walking towards me, and she stops and she reads my signs, and then she takes a picture. Doesn't say anything to me, doesn't ask me what I'm doing. So I asked her, "Excuse me, why are you taking a picture?" And she says, "Because I'm going to show the members what you're doing. The members of the church." I said, "Well, what am I doing wrong? Did you read my signs?" I said, "There's 40 million people being human trafficked." And she said, "That's terrible." So I just said, "What is the problem? Why do you need to even take a picture? Show them what? Shouldn't the church be on board with what I'm doing? Saving children from trafficking, human beings from trafficking?" She turned and just walked away from me. And I asked her a few questions and she had no answers. This is a church, people of God, religion. And by the way, there's no word religion in the Old Testament. Religion is a man-made word. Religion, if you change that I to an E, religion means realign, lead away from. All religion had great intentions when they were first started 2,000 years ago. But what happens? Man sprinkles a little bit of his magic dust every generation, and it becomes tainted. I keep saying this over and over. The God of my understanding doesn't ask you for money, doesn't ask you to go to a building. He just asks you to love unconditionally. It's an inside job. Nowhere in the Bible or the Old Testament does it says you need to go to a man-made building or have a man be an adversary or go between you and your higher power. It's just you and your higher power. That's just my belief. It just never stops. All I was doing was trying to help kids, and this lady felt the need to make it an issue. And it's not going to be an issue for me because I'll just find somewhere else to go to do my thing. I could have done like everybody on YouTube did and took my signs and moved them onto the sidewalk, and they would have called the police and said that I was trespassing, which I'm not, because if I was on the public sidewalk, public easement, that means I'm within my domain to express myself. But I'm not going through that because the police have already been out there. And I have issues, or I have history and issues with the San Mateo Police Department. They don't particularly care for me. I don't particularly care for them. Maybe I should take my signs and maybe I'll set up in front of the San Mateo Police Department, see how that goes. But I won't do that either, because I'm not going to go out of my way to incite or irritate anybody. I just want to be left alone. I want to help the kids. I'm going to keep dancing. I'm going to keep doing what I do. I've never been so committed to anything in my life. Going to the fifth dimension. I know what's coming. The Matrix is being drawn out to the end. They're trying to start world wars. Not going to work. The financial system is going to collapse because we're going to a one world money system, and it's coming. Everybody will be treated the same, equally, fairly. There's plenty of abundance on this planet for all of us to be happy, joyous, and free. I keep telling you, this is a duality planet. Good versus evil, dark versus the light. You are a spiritual being who came to Gaia, Mother Earth, Agartha, Mu. It's been called many different things to have a human experience. Many human experiences. And if you're here at this time, you're here for the greatest time in the history of this planet, because it's being changed from an evil, dark place, which it's not supposed to be, to its true intentions. Bliss, joy, freedom, where you're able to use all your God-given abilities, all that DNA, all the brain power that we don't use. But anyway, I can't believe that someone from a church would feel the need to do what she did. And I'm not going to name the church because there's no point in that, but to me, all churches are all the same. A member. She said she was going to show the members. What does that mean? Some guy's out in front of the church trying to help kids, and she's got to show the members of the club. Like I said, religion had great intentions when they all first started, but over the course of the centuries, 2,000 years, it gets polluted. And on top of that, we live in a patriarchal society, a man-dominated society. Where's the woman in the churches? There's no femininity on the planet. And I'm not talking about femininity like being gay or acting like a woman. I'm talking about the balance between the masculine and the feminine, which we all have on the inside. But that's a subject for another day, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, because you're either or, 51%, 49%. That's how that works. Balance. We're supposed to be balanced, spiritual beings who love unconditionally, who judge nobody. And this is all coming. It's a choice that you're going to have to make. I'm just planting seeds, and I know everything I say sounds outlandish, but if you knew who I was 5 years ago and you were bothered to sit down and have a conversation with me today, you would find out that Joe Hennessy is not the same Joe Hennessy that he once was. You still have that great sense of humor, though. I'll never lose that. and we will be coming back. But until people are aware of what they're doing to us on this planet, it's not going to be a happy place. But we're going to happy times. I just ask everybody to have a little bit of hope. Be empathic. Think about somebody else. Get out, put your feet in the grass, the sand, the water. I just put my hands in the bay water here. Haven't done that in a while to cleanse, charge the system. Very important to energize the earth. Take those shoes off. Get rid of that rubber sole, because we're made up of electricity. And the greatest insulator of electricity is what? Rubber. We need to play. Release that inner child. Hug your kids. Hug your grandchildren. Throw a ball. Go swimming. Ride your bicycle. Enjoy yourself. Vibe high. And you'll probably say, well, Joe, you say so many negative things. How are we supposed to vibe high? Well, this is the end of the matrix. All the shit's going bye-bye. It has to be drawn out and seen. Over and over and over again, I said, we don't listen. We have to see the shit show. And we're seeing it. The world governments are evil. Look at the money being wasted, being found by Elon Musk and Doge. And I'm not an Elon Musk fan, because we can't go to space. So I'm not sure what's going on with all that BS. But my take on Donald Trump and Elon Musk is, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. So if he knows what he's doing that type of work, then all the better for us. And for anybody that says, oh, the billionaires are all on Donald Trump's side, well, what about all the billionaires that are Democrats? There's no difference. There's one party, the Illuminati, the deep state, the Luciferians, the Orions, the lizards, the Anunnaki. Anunnakis are the ones who changed us. Do your research. I'm not making any of this stuff up. I'm not that creative. I don't care if anybody believes anything I say. I just want people to think outside the box. We live in a matrix, an illusion. Just think about the beatdown that we take every day and accept it. It's called the money system, the fiat dollar, the worthless piece of paper printed out of thin air. But anyway, I started this video talking about the church and dancing, so I'll find another spot to dance. I won't be stopped. This movement won't be stopped. And I am meeting people just like me, who talk just like me. The children, they're going to be free. So are we. Everybody have a beautiful, blessed weekend and get out and play.